Hi, welcome back to Group Chat. We took a little bit of a break to do all this cool stuff that you're seeing in the studio, and we have surprises for you as well. I'm Bentley, and I can't even tell you how excited I am. You're going to hear me say that a lot because Naila Ansari Katillo, you know her from the chat, but she's my sidekick today. What am I talking about? It's like co-host.
That's my sidekick vibes here today this morning.
I should be your sidekick. And you love him. You asked about him. We referenced him repeatedly in Group Chat when he wasn't even here. Charles is back. Charles is back. He's here to keep us in line. So
I'm here to make sure the kids are in order.
The voice.
He's actually in the room with us now because apparently we needed that. And I'm excited because we also have Alexa Zappia here today.
Hi, guys.
And you know Alexa from being on Group Chat. And just to remind you, she is an award-winning casting producer for multiple networks, including ABC, the Food Network, HGTV, Peacock Prime, Netflix. And what's going to be interesting to talk to her about today as we get into our Valentine's episode is her role in casting shows like The Bachelor.
That's what I'm excited for. I'm trying to get the tea from Alexa.
Bachelor Nation, rise up. Let's do it.
So we're going to start every episode with a little thing that we like to call, Charles is going to lead it. Charles, what's it called?
It is called State of the Scroll.
State of the Scroll. That's me in the middle of the night. Just scrolling.
Yes, this will be a rapid fire of things that have been in our chat. The three of our nice little chat. So unfortunately, we do have to start on a somber note. Yesterday, news came out that James Vanderbeek, best known for his role in Dawson Creek and Varsity Blue, had died at the age of 48. Back in 2024, he did reveal that he was battling stage 3 colorectal cancer. At this moment, they do not have the cause of death, but most people are leaning that it is that it was cancer. To go more into the somber note, Catherine O'Hara, who passed away January 30th, her cause of death was revealed as she was dealing with a form of rectal cancer, but she had pulmonary embolism. So she was best known for her roles in Schitt's Creek, Beetlejuice, and my favorite, Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Next up, into some music. Naila, I know you might roll your eyes at this one. Britney Spears sells her ownership share of her music catalog to Primary Wave. That seems to be a trend that's going around. A lot of artists are selling their catalogs away. And a growing list of artists are leaving a talent agency, Westmere Group. The most notable artist to leave was most recently Chappell Roan. Thoughts on that?
I mean,
Brittany's trying to get her life, so I don't know if it's connected with the other artists, but I think Brittany is she got her conservatorship and still acting up, and so I think maybe she's trying to get some of those funds back so she can live her best life. But also, I mean, Justin Bieber recently did it too, so I think a lot of artists are trying to maybe kind of manage, is it worth keeping, all that publishing, or is it, best to kind of figure it out and invest elsewhere?
yeah,
Agreed.
because I think now with streaming and royalties just being up in the air, like they're probably just trying to figure out, is this the time to sell? Because who knows what that's going to look like.
Market, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what's the time? And what,
right.
right. So it's like, okay, well, if you're going to do it and hop on that wave, not everyone, a lot of people are doing it. You're like, oh, I'll just be one and the same and hop on with them.
And especially if Brittany's, I think she all of a sudden had control of her finances.
And knives.
But listen, we all did it. When you got your first job, you were like, okay, I'm going to go
That's
spend
true.
all this money.
Yeah.
So
when you were like, it's probably like $500, but to you, it was like, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
You're like, I can do it.
Yeah. So that's I think that's part of it too.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Wasserman situation and being in the Epstein files, I mean, they just removed off their website their whole roster of artists because I think they're worried that people are gonna, I don't know, cancel them. And so there are artists that are leaving, but I think it's easy for Chappell Roan to get out of her contract because she is Chappell Roan.
Yeah.
I think some of the smaller artists right now are struggling because they don't have the means to break the contract.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how it develops.
Yeah,
Who leaves, who stays, who can get out, who can't get out.
Yeah, because it's not an easy situation.
No.
And also to another dark moment, the latest on the Nancy Guthrie case, where basically
I can't stop with this.
it feels like
Oh my
we
God.
are literally watching a Netflix
Yes.
crime show.
Yeah, it is.
I
Like true
can't
crime
stop.
in real life. It's sad.
Ugh.
It's one of those things put in perspective that it's real life.
Yeah.
It seems like it's fiction, but like Savannah, I know she's been on with her siblings, just like trying to fight like for your mom. And then you don't think about elders. Like a lot of times you think
Yeah.
of kidnapping as, children, women and, with the Epstein files and all of that stuff going on, like everybody's mindset is in one place. And then you hear about this 84-year-old woman.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And the latest news is that the FBI is seeking videos from two certain dates. Those dates will look like they are from the past 2 days from last month. So let's see, we have January 11th. They want to know if anybody has any footage around that time, and January 31st. So
Are they still thinking the son-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
And
it
then they said that it's the son-in-law's bandmate because they looked at, I mean, this is conspiracy, obviously. Nothing is for sure yet, but they looked at pictures of the son-in-law and then also, like, because he's in a band or something like that, and the bandmate's face matches that of the guy underneath the mask. So they don't know if it's that.
Well, just how Alexa is describing this, it is like watching Dateline. I mean,
Yeah.
Are we all crime experts now?
First of all, I'm like Real Housewives only. All of a sudden I've turned into like Nancy Drew. Like I don't understand what's happening. But I can't, it's all over my TikTok. Like it's so
everywhere.
invested. I'm so invested. I've never been like this.
yeah.
But it is the craziest story.
Yeah.
And I'm borderline obsessed to figure it out. And I have no authority to be doing that. But like,
I think everyone is, and everyone's trying to help as much as they can. I think they had 4,000 tips or something like that once
Yeah.
the video.
they found
went
a
out.
glove this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And they found that backpack that guy was wearing in the ring footage or the Nest footage, whatever, was bought from Walmart. So, I don't know how they're going to do it. I guess look through
Yeah.
Walmart and look at where that was bought, when that was bought, who bought it in the Tucson area within the last XYZ number of time. But like, what if he didn't get it in a month? What if he had that from 2 years ago?
Mhm.
So.
And
It's
this is all
crazy.
over Bitcoin. That's the
This,
yes,
that's
yes.
the
it's literally
motive.
it's over Bitcoin.
And that's it's
And she
so
said,
sad.
like, we're willing to pay if you can prove she's alive.
Right. And wait. And then I was kind of, is the son-in-law and the daughter still together?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was confused
So yeah,
about
I'm like, what is
too.
like? So what's the background? I'm like, come on, Alexa.
Yeah, no,
what's the
that
background?
I know. My skills are fine. But the other thing that is confusing to me is that it has gone all this time without the Ring camera footage up until 2 days ago being released. I know they said they couldn't access it but like it has to be in the
gets funky
cloud
with the
somewhere.
investigation because they were like, well, we don't want people involved too soon. But when they put
Right.
it out, it's really because they really don't have information and they're trying to get information. They can't find
yeah.
anything. But then it seems like it's too late. I don't know. That's 48 hours. Remember, like
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah. It's so scary.
I mean, my Ring camera is never charged in the one area that I need it the most because it's solar powered and in Buffalo, it's like no sun.
Here in Buffalo,
But-
it's no sun. Yeah.
So, I mean, not that I'm making excuses, but I wonder.
Well, he pulled the ring camera off. The whole thing is crazy. And he dangled flowers in front of it to like cover the camera. And it's like,
But you have to still see you to cover it first.
right. Like, I don't know. I literally don't understand.
I guess I'm surprised that they haven't found anything yet, or maybe they're
100%.
just not telling us.
And the other thing that is weird to me is why is a ransom note going to TMZ? Like, why are you sending us a TMZ of all places? That is so
Well,
odd to me.
Well, yeah.
coverage. I mean, I guess.
I
But-
guess. I don't know.
Yeah, there's conspiracies that it was because Savannah, the daughter, had interviewed, the Epstein victims
Saw that.
and survivors. The first, what is it? Well, I guess she was maybe one of the first interviews years ago. But I think that one is poo-pooed since the
Son-in-law. Yeah.
came in. But still, it's absolutely insane.
It's been almost like 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah, which is a scary
Seems forever.
timeline
Yeah.
because then once you learn, you lose that time. It's hard to get a
For
lot
sure.
of that evidence back.
For
So
sure.
We'll stay on that.
And pretty much what everybody seems to be talking about outside of all this stuff is the big game. Well, the not so big game. But everybody seems to be talking about the halftime performance of Bad Bunny, which pretty much was deemed a love letter to Puerto Rico. A lot of cultural elements. Some people have had voiced their thoughts on it. So what are your guys take away from the Bad Bunny halftime performance?
loved
I've
it.
been wanting. So, everybody knows Naila from the
Yes.
show, but Naila is a professor at Buff State in Black Studies and Performance, an award-winning choreographer. So I remember watching it and saying, I want to know what Naila has to say about this because I was in love.
Yes, it was incredible. I mean, the storytelling and the historical background of Puerto Rico, but also the Caribbean islands and the Americas and what does that mean to be American was amazing. The dances, I mean, you saw Afro-Caribbean dances, but you saw dances that people would know from like the Orishas and the Yoruba culture, which is so intertwined. And the funny part of it is like, this is not American. It's like, okay, again, geography is also problematic. That came up a lot. I was like, a lot of people don't know their geography, but also it's like, he's American. Like part of Puerto Rico is part of America. We are that. They are us. Like, so the notion of people trying to be like, I'm gonna go watch Kid Rock was crazy to me. Because that was a hot mess. They couldn't even sync that together. So I don't even know how people even watched all that bad lip syncing that was happening with that. But yeah, it was incredible. The historical context of it in terms of like going up into the poles, like people weren't really sure what that was, but their electricity was out when they had those storms, and people weren't. They went up on their own to really take care of their own country and their island, and to make sure that they had what they needed. So in terms of that, the fight, the resilience that Puerto Ricans have had, but also so many of the other Caribbean and Latin communities.
Charles, so speaking of the people that said that they're not going to watch the halftime performance, can you give us a number on that, a stat on how many people did watch it?
128.2 million people
Oh my
watched
God.
that. It is the second most viewed halftime performance, next to Kendrick Lamar.
That's amazing. I literally didn't watch it. I could care less about the Seahawks or the Patriots because the Bills weren't in. I was still a little salty about that, and everything that was
100%.
to with that. So I just tuned in for
the Bad Bunny
for
concert.
Bad Bunny.
That's it.
And Bad Bunny lived up to their expectations, to my expectations for sure. But I think it showed a lot of people here just globally how much culture means to us and what that is, across the globe, and how that important that is to us as Americans.
Yeah.
I was amazed at the choreography, but I remember thinking the grass I felt like I was there.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
those were people.
And then there were people.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with that for
Yes,
like
it
3
was
days
crazy.
watching videos of those people.
But the best part was it was my man Ricky Martin and that little waist
Yes!
trainer. Oh my goodness. When they pulled up Ricky Martin and he was in a waist trainer sitting down like an abuelo, I said, this is it. I'm done. That's it. That was the performance. The flag, and then the flags, just like, I just almost wanted to like tear up when all the different flags came out. And, you know, he said, God bless America and together we're American. But it was amazing. But Ricky Martin takes the cake for me.
Well, took the cake for me was the actual wedding.
Yes.
Which I thought was fake until
I did too. I was like, oh, this is, you know.
I thought they were actors. I was like, oh, okay.
And then next thing you know, it's a actual wedding.
It's a legit wedding.
They're from Ontario, California. They actually sent Bad Bunny an invitation. They was just like, hey, let's just see what happens. And his team got back to them and said, let's fly you in for the Super Bowl. So I mean, that's
incredible.
That's a moment that will never pass.
No.
Yeah.
But
and here we thought they were actors.
Right.
They did a great job.
They did a great job.
I mean,
but
they got that choreo tight.
we have to keep in mind that next year's big game falls on Valentine's Day.
Well, good luck.
Well, that's I don't know if they might have to
go Bills, baby.
Switch, yeah.
yeah. If the Bills are in it, that's another
this city
story.
Will flip over.
Yeah. We will
Are
flip over with love.
Yeah, with love.
With love. Well, on that theme of love, coming up next, we're going to talk a little bit more about Valentine's Day and our obsession with love in reality TV, in media, our obsession with the chase and breakups, and we'll also get into heated rivalry. That's next on Group Chat.
BTPM Plus. What is BTPM Plus?
Go on.
It's an evolution of Buffalo Toronto public media.
You have to take risk to get reward.
That brings you the best of PBS and the shows everyone is talking about.
Oh my gosh, there they are.
From a small spark, a flame has arisen, not to be extinguished.
Where you can watch your favorite programs live.
Welcome back, sir.
We're glad to be home.
And dig into collections curated just for you.
Something for everyone, if you catch my drift.
And here's the best part. When you stream BTPM Plus, you're not just watching. You're supporting your local public media station. The journalism, the arts, and the storytelling that keeps our community connected.
This is the place that people turn to for stories that matter.
Knowledge is power.
Yep, indeed.
And this is power.
BTPM Plus. Stream smarter, stream local.
On Masterpiece.
Gotta be 2297.
This place is a state.
Goodness me.
I have my ways. I do them because they work.
James! Tristan!
The world has changed.
We need to change with it.
It's not just about making the animal better, or the owner. Does you look good as well?
All creatures, great and small. On Masterpiece.
Download BTPM Plus now and start streaming.
BTPM Classical is your go-to classical music radio service. Your go-to for timeless symphonies, your go-to for opera, and your go-to for high-caliber concerts by renowned performers around the world. Listen to BTPM Classical on 94.5 WNED in Buffalo or 89.7 WNJA in Jamestown.
Thanks for joining the chat again here on Group Chat. And we have some new members added to the chat.
Welcome to the chat.
Our Valentine's episode. And love happens in a lot of ways. You can be anti-love, pro-love. You can be self-care is love. Friendships are love. So all welcome here. Even if you're not in a relationship, there's lots of things to talk about. And one of those being, since we are a pop culture show, our obsession with love, love stories, the chase, the breakup, and none other, one of the best people to talk about that is Alexa Zappia.
Back
in the house.
Back in the house. Let's go.
I mean, did it all pretty much start with The Bachelor? You've casted for The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like The Bachelor was like the start of love shows. I could be wrong, but we're going into our 30th season.
It's been 30 years already?
30 seasons, yeah. 30 seasons. Taylor Frankie Paul is the 30th like season.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah, which is or it's not The Bachelorette, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, this coming season of The Bachelor will be the 30th season.
So what is our obsession and the audience obsession with love?
Okay, I was thinking about this when you asked me this earlier. Every like Disney fairy tale, most of them ends up in love. So we grow up starting at a young age, like fantasizing about what that is, right? Like Cinderella, like that whole moment. So why not carry that to screen and obsess with it even more as adults, except have wine with it if you're watching The Bachelor, and it makes it even more enjoyable. So I think it's like watching, whether you're single, you're married, you're dating, whatever it is, like you're watching someone else's love unfold on screen and you get invested. And it's like, I want to be like part of that. Like I want to, be in their wedding. And you're like, I don't even know these people. But like, like what am I doing? But it really stems from a young age of how society fantasizes love and how that's always something that we achieve. My view on it personally is that, I think a lot of people view marriage as like the finish line. Like I have to get there. Like I want to get married. I want to have kids. It's like, that's the starting line, right? And everything else unfolds. So I think everyone's chasing, those who are single are chasing that finish line. And those who are married and have been married for a month or, 15, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever, are seeing a reflection of themselves in some way on screen.
And I have to introduce Andy because Andy has joined the
Andy
chat.
has some back earrings, by the way.
What? What are you
With
talking
the Coke
about?
earrings, Coke
Shout out
bottom.
to my best friend.
Andy Krumm is Mr. Mocktail, and you're in charge. You created Sober 16.
Yes.
So you have done and continue to do a lot of events that are sort of like alternative events to what you're used to seeing, but also you have some events coming up surrounding love.
Yes.
And we also have you here to talk about Heated Rivalry, which we will get into.
Oh,
but
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I just started.
Yes.
We're just getting going. Alexa talking about love and places for that. What about, we are also a little obsessed with the drama,
Yes.
right?
Oh, well, I was going to say, because the messiness is the best part of the Bachelor. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the boo at the end?
Yeah. It's always the chase, right? Again, you get invested in these people. And if your person, doesn't get a rose, you're like, all hell breaks loose in your mind, right? Because you're rooting for them. But I think when it comes down to like casting too, it's like, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those people that are relatable on screen in all sorts of diversity, right? And so ethnically, body diversity, story diversity, socioeconomic status, like all of it, so that you can see a representation of yourself in some way on screen and you want them to go to the end. Like you are rooting for them hardcore. And so if they're involved in something messy, I feel like half the time people are like, it doesn't matter, she's golden anyway, I take her side. And it's like, what? So yeah.
Well, that being the case, this is my audition tape for the first gay Bachelor.
I mean, Alexa's got some pull there.
I'm just saying, very single.
Let's
listening,
make
Andy
it
is
work.
single.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yes.
Let's
Okay,
make
let's
it work.
chat.
Group chat edition.
Can you imagine?
The first Buffalo.
That would be a mess. That's a whole show. A Buffalo Bachelor.
So
Could you imagine?
That would be the craziest.
We are the best in most
people don't know
matchmakers.
drama. They don't know drama.
They do not. And then have it happen with a Bills game and they lost during an episode of that.
First of all, that I feel is like a setting that any relationship should be put in. Like how you react when the Bills lose says a lot about your relationship.
It's the same across the board. Let me tell you, straight, gay, whatever.
Yes.
It's the same.
You gotta go.
It's the same.
If you don't jump through
Bills.
a table and cry when the Bills
Yes.
lose, like I can't deal with you.
Scared.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. What are we even doing here?
And Andy, as we were talking about representation and casting and shows, that's sort of what you modeled your business after, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, Sober 16 is an inclusive events company. So it started off to give a space for people to be themselves and authentically themselves, and also not feel pressure to drink when they go out. And then it just kind of over the last 3 years, so we're coming up on 3 years, it morphed into basically just everyone feeling very comfortable and inclusive, and just the fully authentically themselves. And it just, I want to represent different types of people, different groups, and just be a place of like the Bad Bunny performance where it was just like spewing joy and celebrating life and love and culture. That's exactly like how I want to operate Sober 16.
And it, you've done a lot of cool events already. I heard a lot of people talking about was it the world's largest sober disco?
Yeah, so the world's largest sober dance party. Yeah.
Dance party.
Yeah.
I love that.
Fun. Yeah, no, it was great. It was a great turnout. I got to perform with other like sober artists in the community, some dancers, my drag queen friend Willa, my best friend Connie, who's also sober. Like it was just really, really great. It was like a celebration of, hey, we're here. There's no alcohol visible or served. Electric City was great. It was just super, super fun. And I think a lot of people left there being like, oh, finally, like a space that like I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That.
Yeah.
And is that part of the stories that we're seeing, like just feeling, even if you're doing it from home, just feeling comfortable and seeing stories and being able to react in your own way to some of these love stories? And as we know, one of the most watched shows right now, Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's ready. He's like,
I was like,
I've been ready.
No more.
Yeah.
Alexa, I mean, you are reality TV focused. What are some of the other shows that you've cast? I can't.
Dating or non or both?
Both.
Oh. So obviously the whole Bachelor franchise, Bachelor, Bachelorette, Golden Bachelor, Squid Game The Challenge. I've done multiple seasons of that. Yeah. Fear Factor. $1 Million Secret, which is on Netflix. What else? Worst Cooks in America. The Hustler. Don't Forget the Lyrics. Big Brother Canada. Trying to think what else.
I mean, that's
Property Brothers.
Yeah.
Property Brothers.
Oh, Property Brothers.
That was a good one.
Wow,
So
what a resume.
Thank you.
But I feel like even though Heated Rivalry is a drama, it also could be a reality
Everyone
show.
is saying I have to watch this. People from Spin are obsessed with this.
It's really good. And I was saying before we came on, I was like, I don't even know that this is my vibe.
Yeah.
But when
It's
like
everyone's
one of my
vibe.
mentors calls me 75 and he's a therapist, he's like, oh girl, I was watching Heated Therapist. You have to turn it on. And so I started watching. It's really, the acting is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's just like the simplest like story. I feel like it's just like we get a peek into like their story, but it's like so complex because it's also just like their emotions, and it's just like nothing crazy happens. There's no like crazy dips or anything. It's just a nice story.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people can relate to it. I think is why people.
I have to watch. It's on my list of 5,000 other things
yeah.
I have to watch.
I know.
But it's on my list.
Well, and with Naila saying that, it's like I think people don't think of sports. It's like it's in a different bucket.
Oh yeah, I was not even interested. At first I was like, because I would watch The Pit, and so it was like always Heated Rivalry in The Pit 1 and 2 on HBO. And I'm like, I just saw like hockey, and it was like, I'm good. I'm not really trying to watch this. And then I just kept getting people from literally all like different generations, from 70s to like 20-year-olds. Like my students were like, oh, Heated Rivalry is so good. And then it was like my 75-year-old mentor that was like, you got to watch this. I'm like, okay, if we're watching from 20 to 75, I got to watch it. And it was really, I mean, I got kind of hooked to me. I was like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
And then when I realized it's like this, this gay couple that kind of comes together, but they're like in secret. And I'm like, oh, how is it? I was like, and they play hockey? That's
and
like
they're
the most,
rivals.
Yeah.
They're rivals.
Yeah.
And it's like the hockey is in the background.
Yes,
it is. I love that it's just like a little spurts, but it's like their main story is them, which I love.
Which is important because do you think this is going to open up more conversations about relationships in sports? Because
I think so.
Absolutely.
Because you realize that when I started watching, I was like, oh, I feel like a whole lot of people live like this.
I mean, the statistics.
Yeah, right.
there's no chance that there's no gay people in
Oh yeah, well,
sports.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that like having to feel like you have to hide because you have to be so masculine. And I
it's
think
just
this
like,
is
what is
opening
what
that
is
up.
someone going to think? What is the world going to think? Am I going to lose opportunities for
Yeah.
this?
Right.
And which has happened.
Yeah.
So this is like the NHL has commented on it, and like there's just like it's crazy how like many like there's the retired NHL player who's coming out, and it's really really cool to see.
Well, especially in hockey, because it's considered such a masculine sport. There's fighting. There's whatever you want to stereotype as masculine.
I went to a Sabres game. Let me just tell you, it's like a drag show. Like it really is. Me and my drag queen friend went, and it was a spectacle.
Oh, yeah.
There were lights, there was music, dancing, there was
cosmetic surgery having to happen.
There
all
was
the time.
costumes.
People's teeth
Okay,
coming out. All
I go.
the
We were like, but we loved it. We were like eating the popcorn. We're like, we need to go to more hockey games.
Yeah, that like open skate in the beginning.
Oh,
is,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. I loved it.
It's a performance.
Yeah.
It really is.
Alexa, you were gonna chime in, and then you got really excited about
No. I was just gonna say, when you think of any show, right, whether it's scripted or not, and something, it could be, gay marriage, it could be infertility, it could be whatever it is. When it's touching an audience in that way, usually the first thing to happen is that the cast gets their DMs blown up over something, a topic that other people can relate to. So it's like they're doing it well. Like they're doing, they're making great, TV, but they're also hitting like a cultural point that like I think is so important, because you feel like whatever the issue is, the cultural issue, that you are no longer alone. And when you think of casting, it's like that's what all that we're trying to do is make people, viewers, feel like they can see, themselves in, whatever character, whatever show, whatever it is. And so when you can do that, chef's kiss. Like you've done everything you're supposed to be doing.
And they as people are doing a great job at like the press tour.
Yes, yeah.
Like they suck you in like with their like charisma.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they're just so authentically themselves, and because they were not media trained or anything like that before, like they were like just struggling actors.
Yeah.
They like are just really real. And I think that that's like what most people are like searching for is like authenticity now. And we can like sniff out fakeness now. So I think that them being just like so real is just like another like additive to like how successful the show is.
Yeah.
Well, and how it's presented too, like as you were saying, seeing authenticity in the characters. If that's not there, you're not going to feel connected. And it's crazy about like why I'm gonna say this, we're on YouTube. Straight women are obsessed with this show, and I know attend a lot of your events.
Yeah. It's like 95% of the audience for Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
Straight women. I love it.
Is it the storyline? Is it because it is?
It's because a woman wrote it.
Yeah.
And women should write everything, honestly, because if it was told like in a gay man's perspective, I just feel like it wouldn't translate to everyone because it's just still men. And this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
But like, I think that women, are just more in touch with emotions and just able to like access it more. And like men want to access it. And so like having someone display this like beautiful story in this way resonates to everybody. Where if it was a man or a gay man, I just feel like it maybe wouldn't have crossed the barrier as much.
I agree with that. When I watched it, I was more invested than I thought I would. Like at hello, like even you like meet the parents of like one of the like you're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Because it's like, oh, his parents don't even look like they're even remotely interested in that conversation with their son. But it's the emotional part that you tap into because you aren't used to seeing. I think for me, you're not used to seeing men being that vulnerable.
Yeah,
and so that's what I like. I attach to the story because you see yourself in it in these relationships. That people just go through in life. And so that I think that's like a perfect way to pinpoint like why I think women
and
are
interested. And it also is like it moved so fast in the beginning, like the time jumps and stuff like that. So it's like I feel like they said so little in those like first couple episodes but it said so much at the same time. So like what they chose to put in, I just feel like was like perfect. That like it wrapped the whole story. Like you didn't really need to know that much to like know that much.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Because at Hello, you're like, ooh, what's going on
I'm
here?
like, oh, we get it. We get it.
So there's a lot of connection to Hamilton, Ontario. Has anybody visited?
I
any
thought you
of
were
the
thinking Hamilton.
Yeah, I was like, where is she going with this?
Literally just
I don't know. I
perked up.
haven't
was
seen
like,
that
what?
one.
My theater crew in here. I know.
Alexander Hamilton.
I was like, oh, I missed that one. What was the connection?
I did not know where you were going.
Now my brain is spinning at that.
We all did not know where you were going.
What am I going to have to lie about? Hamilton, I haven't seen that.
I should have prefaced that with Canada.
No, I haven't seen that too.
Yeah, like there's different locations.
I think that's where they filmed.
Yeah, there's
right?
filming locations.
So
and
close. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, you're going to go there now. So, and you have an event coming up, a Heated Rivalry event coming up.
So unfortunately, it's sold out.
I was like,
you all.
I mean,
can
good
come.
for you.
all can come. Yeah. So we're doing the Heated Rivalry experience. So we have a 7-foot projector screen, and we're watching the episodes. And
that's awesome.
Before each episode, we do a drag performance by Nalea Slay, and then Willa DeWisp was also there. And then myself and comedian Chelsea May host it. So we just like say funny things and get the crowd like kind of warmed up, and then. We watched the episode, and it's really interesting to see like people that watch it for the first time there with a group of people, and then people that are mostly rewatching it. But it is just it's so fun to be in a room with like super fans.
Yeah,
like
someone was talking about this event in Spin the other day.
Really?
I was just gonna say, I
like
no
literally,
joke.
and she's like in her 70s.
That's why it's sold. That's why it's sold
She's
out.
going.
Alexa, the girls are out.
Yeah, no, she's
oh my God,
going.
there was like older women there, and I was like, you're gonna have a good time.
She's very excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that.
I was gonna ask you, Alexa, when are you planning a Heated Rivalry spin class? Because
I mean,
Ooh,
actually, because of
and they do it in the show.
Do they?
For like
well, I didn't watch this one. No. But Robin, again, shout out Robin. She we had a love/anti-love red versus black spin class last night, which all the way vibes were so amazing. And our arm song, Bentley would know, our arm song, Robin suggested a song from Heated Rivalry. So we're kind of already almost there. But
and Robin's the instructor.
No, Robin's not the instructor. Robin is a queen. She is in her
She's royalty.
Early to mid 70s and rocks like with all of us. And every week I just love her. No, Lynn is the instructor.
Okay.
But
and then Robin's going to Heated Rivalry.
Yeah, she pulled me aside the other day. She came to me and she goes, Alexa, I thought something happened. She was like, did you watch Heated Rivalry? And I was like, no, I haven't jumped on that background. I will get there. I will get there. She's like, and I have to go into the event. And I'm like, there's an event? Like, what is going on right now? But oh my God.
Well, we are going to be doing this Saturday. We're going to be doing basically Heated Rivalry live. So it's at Electric City. It's called Burlesque. It's 6 hunky men from New York City doing burlesque. That we're like marketing it as Heated Rivalry Live because they do like a Heated Rivalry show in New York City.
Wait, that's so
and they're like, it's gonna be really great. It's gonna be like sexy, but it's also gonna be like campy and fun.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really, really
As
entertaining.
Alexa just randomly shows up and is like scoping out
with Robin.
Yeah, no, this
Robin.
is the group to cast. Let me tell you.
Any leads, send them.
Yes.
Please. Like, let's go.
Same.
So Black Bachelor, they don't get married over there.
Yeah. Hey, we had one gay bachelor, right?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you do Golden Bachelor as well.
I do. I do Golden, regular, and then Bachelorette.
When you are casting for these roles, as we've been talking about great actors that might be gay or straight, it doesn't matter because if they can play the role well. But you're casting real people for these roles.
Yeah.
So in that storyline of wanting people to be like sucked into the narrative, what are the things you look for in love story
I'm going to literally sound like a Bachelor Nation girly, but it's true that you're in it for the right reasons. I was like, as soon as it was coming out of my mouth,
that's
like,
everybody's answer now when they come in for their interviews. It's like, I'm just here for the
right reasons.
Can I steal you for a second?
I love it so much. No, so that, number one. And number two, just that, like, you're authentic, right? Like, if you show up, I was just talking to someone about this yesterday, but if you show up like, okay, I'm interviewing with the producer at The Bachelor and da-da-da-da-da, and you're just not yourself, like, we can sense that.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing, the biggest thing, my suggestion is just show up for the right reasons and just unapologetically you're fine. You're absolutely fine. And it might not be this dating show or this competition show that you get on, but one thing I can certainly be certain of is that if you stop after one closed door, you definitely will not, be on. But if you just take every opportunity to be like, okay, guys, this is me. Love me, hate me, this is me. We'll find a spot for you. It might not be the first thing that you connect with me for, but it will be something. So be it for the right reasons.
Andy's like, eyes
I'm taking notes.
Yes.
Andy's
well, I'll give you my number, and then we will, yes. And then we'll do that's what we should do. Bentley, why are we not doing this? A matchmaking session here at group chat?
Oh, we should.
Bentley, what?
I'm signing.
Charles is like,
Charles said yes.
Like, get her off the set.
Charles is
that's
like,
the next
please,
one.
no.
He's like, oh,
Charles
no.
is like, why did we
I'm
have
here.
this producer here? That's what you should do.
We need to.
I
We can be in
love-
charge of it.
We can be in charge of it. We can pick the
Yeah.
people because I can see toxicity from a mile away. No, man.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'll
So
say Andy
Andy gets in the
not.
hot seat.
Yeah.
Andy's
we
in the hot
should.
seat.
And
Or
then
no,
we
the
have
other person
listeners.
is the hot seat. I have to ask them questions.
So you're our main character.
Andy's the main.
I'm
Andy's
the
main.
Bachelor.
You're the Bachelor.
Andy is main boots. Like,
Yeah,
Andy is saying
they're
what.
trying to get to me.
Yes.
Right?
I think
Okay.
we should interview it. If we could be like, nope, Bentley, we go.
You're not
nope.
right for each other.
And then
Yeah.
Alexa could call him in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Find the people.
I
Like,
love this idea.
like, why
you
aren't we
are
doing
in
that?
casting. You are a producer.
We're doing this. Sorry, Charles, you're supposed to be keeping us under control, but we're doing this.
Charles is
Adding
just
new
like,
segments
I don't
to
even
the
know what's
show.
happening.
No, I love this. And I love that we can be
Oh, we can do it.
Like,
Oh,
no.
this is good.
Oh, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at you. I'm saying,
Come on.
no.
I'll be like,
next.
what do you
It's
think?
say Alexa next.
speed dating.
Next one.
Next one, please. You're not a fit. Not what you were looking for. No, but I feel like, why are we not helping the population that you said needs
I
to be
put
helped?
it out on Instagram. I even made a little slide that said, who would want to go on a date? This is what I'm looking for.
Matchmaker.
Because I'm done with the apps.
Oh yeah, because Grindr is a mess. Because one
Yeah.
of my roommates was on Grindr when it first came out, and I had to be like, look. We can't be having all these extra roommates I don't know about. We're gonna have to figure out a
need
different
some
way.
substance
We need
here.
we need some substance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, that's our Valentine's Day proclamation now that we are going to do this. We're going to make
do
it
it here
happen.
first.
So, Andy, free up your schedule.
I'm
Stop
ready.
doing
I'm
so
ready.
many
Andy's
Where
like,
your
what
Coke-
schedule?
Where your Coke bottle earrings, Andy?
Yeah. You're like, what schedule? I don't know her.
Andy's going to stick around because coming up, we're going to talk about the trend in Valentine's Day gifts this year of experiences and different things to do. And we're bringing on celebrity chef Camille Caer, and he's going to talk about some of the things that he does, including cooking classes. So don't go anywhere. That's next on Group Chat.
Hi, I'm Ken Burns. For the last 9 years, I, along with my co-directors Sarah Botstein and David Schmidt, have been working on a 6-part, 12-hour series on the American Revolution. Throughout my professional life, PBS has been a home for history, storytelling free from commercial influence, and media motivated solely by the mission to educate, inform, and inspire. That's what you'll find on Buffalo Toronto Public Media. You'll also find our newest film, The American Revolution. Experience it on the free PBS app or right here on Buffalo Toronto Public Media. Learn more at btpm.org. Thank you.
Stream the series now on the PBS app.
You ready to meet your DNA cousin?
That's why I'm here.
What's up, cuz?
It's like learning there's a new room in your house.
Is that not freaky?
That's freaky.
Watch a new season of Finding Your Roots Tuesday at 8 p.m. on BTPM PBS.
Here at Buffalo Toronto Public Media, we operate a bit differently than other organizations. Much of what we do is funded by people in our community just like you. Over 50% of our total operating budget is comprised of donations from our members. When you call 1-800-727-1017 or go online to btpm.org and financially give to your local PBS station, you're supplying your favorite programs with support. Just like when you water your plants, feed a loved one, or install support beams when building a house, you're strengthening something that matters to you. Fuel public media right here in our own backyards. Whether you're located in Western New York, Southern Ontario, or even in another state, call 1-800-727-1017, go online to btpm.org, or scan that QR code now to donate.
Welcome back to the chat. We have some new members added to the group chat today, but as you know, Naila Ansari Katillo is we're not saying like co-hosts.
We're like
just saying
sidekicking.
Yeah,
sidekicking.
friends today. And Andy Krumm is still here from Sober 16, also known as Mr. Mocktail. Yes. And we're joined by celebrity chef. I'm going to call you celebrity chef. Is that okay? Camille Caer, who is here to talk about, well, actually, whatever you want to talk about, Camille. But we have Camille here because there is a trend this year in experiences for Valentine's Day. And I know you offer cooking classes.
I do.
And that's one of the big trends.
And I'm also like a huge fan of Mocktail, sober for almost 7 months.
Yeah.
So, congrats.
Yeah.
So Andy,
awesome.
See, I knew. I knew.
We can definitely.
Oh my gosh,
yeah, I think
amazing.
I don't think Camille's doing The Bachelor, but
yeah.
But you know, well,
so I'm definitely up for I went to I just came back from New York City this past weekend, and the game on the Mocktails are really like so up to like it's a new trend, you know, and I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it.
Awesome.
So I definitely want to hit you up.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's awesome.
he makes the food.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Hey, we made a match. We made a match.
So here's the thing. These things don't happen in a vacuum. I knew that these two. Right. I just
She
knew.
placed us together.
No, but I think that both of these things are tied together because people's habits are changing. They're more focusing on their health. And looking for just different spaces to do things. Right. And it's not always about material things. It's more about like
experiences.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's where you're like just confirming, you know, with experiences, it's like you're focusing on other things and piggyback on doing the classes. So I'm doing 5 classes this weekend. So I will be seeing almost over 65 guests within 72 hours, plus a private dinners by the end of Sunday night for Mardi Gras. So I'll be doing jambalaya and other fun stuff, New Orleans style. And so what can I say about the classes? One thing that I've started it like 6 months ago, it's a different experience, and it's cook and dine. So it takes place instead of like being a guest and then having private dinners and have a private chef coming to your house. You come to me, you bring your own wines, you can bring also your own mocktails, and you're going to learn how to make a filet mignon, and then you're going to learn how to make a chocolate mousse. And then this is probably a 2 hour and a half, 3 hours. We don't kick you out of the doors, you know. And then the guests can mingle around the table at the end. We dim the lights, and then they get to trade stories, and then kind of just learn about each other. I like that dynamic. It's one format, and then otherwise the most classic format because I'm really known for the macaron.
Yeah.
And then the macaron's
we were just talking about the
Yeah.
couldn't figure out the name. I was like, you know that French just
like, she's really famous for this cookie.
Macaron.
And I'm like,
ooh, I love it.
macaron.
If it was just for the love of producing classes, I could probably rely on just croissant classes, baking classes, and macarons. I would probably be still fine with it. Every time I put a croissant class, it's sold out probably within like the next 6 days. It's like it's already sold out. So it's almost like selfishness to just like, okay, it's like I want to diversify, and also I want to see familiar faces, because what I've started to see the pattern is like I start to see is like some guests who came for 5-6 classes, bring a loved one, sometimes by themselves, sometimes sending their loved one, and says like, you do the filet mignon, I'll do that one. And it's funny because it's like you see that dynamic, and this is what I like, is seeing guests, you know, coming back. and they're coming back for more and they want to learn something else. So I add on new classes, tiramisu, and then we have the gnocchi who's going to come back. But for
why next time can you bring in food?
I just left the firehouse this morning, so I would have done otherwise. Absolutely.
Yes, because Camille is also a Buffalo firefighter.
Yes.
In
What's going on
between.
here?
But all the things you're talking about, what makes food such a love language? Whether it's romantic love, friendship, self-love, what is it about food?
Because there's different language through it, and I redefine for my own self, even going back to New York City and then a city that I used to live and enjoy the energy, the vibes. I'm also a guest, and then trying the food at the Domahaki, I've tried, it's like different restaurants. I eat probably at 6-7 different places between Friday and Sunday. Like I was just eating all the time, eating, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the pleasure also of tasting the food. Then you have also the making the food. So sometimes you transfer and you're like, I tried that, but I kind of want to learn how to make it. And then sometimes the guest says like, I used to go to Paris and then I eat those macarons. Then I saw you were offering a macaron classes, and I was like, I would love to learn how to make those macarons. I really enjoy, my experience in Paris. And then that love language brings, it's like, okay, I want to do a classes, but I don't want to go by myself. And I want to bring someone. Yeah. And then that someone is where it's like, you kind of just going to go through the struggle, if there's a struggle, together. And then you're going to go through the success too. And then you're going to eat, and then you're going to take pride into doing it because it's pride too. Food is, I was telling that to someone over the weekend. We're making potion. You're mixing things together. And then, it's like you just come up, same for you, it's like, doing mocktail. It's just, you're creating something. And at the end, you have a result. And I find that, it's like full of purpose. And I feel that it's like, it's connecting and then it's doing something else. When I see as like my guests who's coming, a lot of them are nurses, a lot of them, work in offices, and then they kind of just want to outsource something that kind of just going to unplug them from their reality. And then in my reality, it's like, do I get oversaturated of food? Probably at the kitchen studio. At my house, I still do, it's like the food, either if it's for the children's or either for myself. I mixed a little ceviche because this is my death row meal. I can talk for an hour about it, but
I
you
like
connect.
Food as a love potion. When you said potion, I was like, my.
That's a good one.
But Naila, you're a foodie. You cook, and that's a big. You do that with your boys too.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but. I think to Camille's point with people coming in, it's like my relaxation. It's just something like it keeps me creative, gives me something to do, and also I can feed everybody at the same time. Everybody's happy. I can try something new because you get bored doing the same thing over and over and over again. So just going out and like classes or just like getting new recipes keeps me up, and then it keeps everyone just feeling good and eating well, and happy. Yes,
yeah. There is something about being able to. I mean, I'm not claiming I'm a great cook. I know how to make certain things. I need to take some classes from Camille, but you do feel this sense of like providing.
Yes,
or it's like you're giving
like accomplishment too.
You
feel like very good.
Andy, do you cook or you just?
I am sorry, I don't.
But Andy makes a mocktail.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
No, but I love the experience of like going out. So I'm like a very good guest. I'm a very good consumer. So I like feeling like the atmosphere is really nice and it's comfortable and going out to socialize and those types of things. So like I get that side of it.
Yeah. Camille, you studied and worked in Paris. You've basically worked at the most in the cities of food. So Paris, New York City. What makes French why is French a love language, and why do so many people connect Paris to love besides the food?
Oh,
the locks. Is that Paris? The locks.
So what's come to my mind is the literature, it's like country. So it's the poetry, the drama. It's what's gonna be connecting, I think, to the food. The history, is like when you see, it's like Paris is like a museum. When I see New York City, it's a present. we are all here to be present and then achieve goal presently. Rather than like when we go to Paris, it's like we're more there for the history and take a little bit more like, it's like step back and then take time. I don't say that the French people take a step back. They definitely is like smoke a cigarette, drink their coffee and go straight to work. But when you're a tourist, you experience it differently.
Right.
And I found that, it's like, definitely the drama, the overdone, it's like the burlesque and that's what is Paris. You have the Pont des Arts and you got to do the lock. I enjoy being a tourist in between. It's like also everyone say, it's like when people say like, oh, but it's very touristy. It's like, yeah, but you have to do the touristy. If it's the first time you go somewhere, you do the touristy, and that touristy is definitely the love for the food. And Paris, is definitely like where you do. Not only the food, it's also the service. When you are at a cafe, you're facing the street. So you're next to your partners or your friends, and then you're facing the street. You're looking up, you're reading. It's like the ambience, the experience is not just sitting at the tables and row. I mean, it's like talking for a big corporate like McDonald's. They even had to step up. And then if you go into a McDonald's in Europe, it looks like a fine dining, it's like here, because it's like they have designers who design all the McDonald's. It's not just, I would not want to say a shooting place, but it's like where you're like, it's like you're just grabbing your stuff and you just get your fix. It's also it's like, they have the Mac Cafe. Yeah. So I feel that is like, it's where is the experience and taking the times, for your loved ones. I feel that the accent is just, it's not my fault. It's what it's been. But I always say it's like an accent in the other way.
It sounds good.
It sounds good. Yes.
But if you go in Europe with an accent, you do also like sounds beautiful. It's like someone who's like,
I was
absolutely.
Like, oh, I got an American accent.
Yeah, absolutely. If someone say, it's like something else than bonjour, and then kind of just like coming out of the pack with like something that is like very unusual to say in French, you're like, wow, it's like that sounds cool. It's like
Even our short A sounds in Western New York. I lived in New York for a little while and I broke that because it's also an upstate. It's also like a Syracuse. Syracuse thing. And I was here for a week back and I got it back.
Can you give me an example? I want to hear it.
Like bagels is always the one I say.
Group chat. It's like they call it the countrified A.
Yeah.
So it's just like a really,
like
just
you don't elongate your
It
vowels.
is,
Yeah.
It's the upstate Beverly Hills accent.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's weird. I remember I went to school and like everyone always thought I was from like down south somewhere.
Yeah, or the Midwest.
Or the Midwest,
Chicago vibes. Very Chicago vibes.
So how have you brought that inspiration, the places that you've worked at and your travels to Buffalo?
Oh, how did I combine all of that together? I combine that. It's you see Slumdog Millionaires. It's kind of like it's like you gotta just like you don't know all the answers, but experience is gonna just like it's like guide you like wherever is your place, and everyone has a purpose, and it can take time. It can take 5 years, 1 year, 1 day, and I feel that is like I'm just getting it's like to somewhere that I feel like it's like I'm hitting the spot, and I feel very comfortable. But I also like get off of my comfort zone very quickly. It's like I'm training for Ironman. But it's definitely is like I feel that is like it's combining that together and then telling your stories. But as well also is like trading stories. And that is something that I was not doing before is being a storyteller. But then the private dining slowly is like giving me the engagement where it's like I'm trading stories and I'm taking in because you're doing it for so long. And then I'm saying that again with the classes, I need to diversify. And I need to outreach somewhere that I never been. And sometimes is the client, the guest, who's going to inspire me the next step, and you got to take that into account. And then when you're young, you may just like, go straight ahead and like say, it's like, I'm going to sell my stories. It's like sell, it's like, and then as you go, it's like, you're like, okay, it's like, it's like, what if it's like, it's like, I'm interested, it's like, what are you doing like for walks? It's like someone was mapping like all the roads for the shipments all around the world, and she was like telling me about her jobs, and I was like, I have 1,000 questions, and genuinely is like I feel interested into them, and I'm starting to really like get a sense for my guests where I want to be having them engaging with what they know. Because that's so important. Yeah. Like they tell you is like,
really
it's like
a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
love that.
we just made this connection with Sober 16, right here in this room.
You do your classes and go to Sober 1-6 right after.
And that's
okay,
literally
so
what I do,
Naila
too.
and I need to just
we just
be like not matchmakers, like
connection.
I saw you actually on
Connection.
daytime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I saw you on daytime.
We'll do a matchmaking episode.
Yeah,
but
my friend
just
Chelsea,
connect
I was like,
over.
yeah.
Okay, so what have we learned today that we need to do next on group chat? We're gonna do the Buffalo Bachelor.
Buffalo Bachelor. Andy
Buffalo
is the
Gay
Bachelor.
for Andy.
Perfect.
And then we are doing
Classes
dinner
into
classes.
mocktails.
I'm gonna take classes to learn how to cook something, and then
I'm for the parties.
and then we do a party
I can
with
see that.
Camille and
Andy.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
That's it. So we got everybody's
And that's-
Valentine's Day planned, and Heated Rivalry is sold out that event, but they can watch it on TV.
Oh yeah,
at the
we'll
same
just put
time.
it in the background.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I mean, maybe we just need the next time we just need a bigger venue.
I think so.
Yeah, because we got the Spin Girls coming out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we have Alexa's spin class.
This is great.
I have a question. So we're talking about Valentine's Day, and for someone who's in the industry, is like I always had a question about holidays. How do you feel? Each one of you is like, how do you feel about like the needs of celebrating on that holidays rather than before or after, to not get in the crowd, to have a table at the restaurants, the ones that you want?
That depends on if you have kids or not, and how how invested in Valentine's you
That's
are.
why you need to go to private shop, because I avoid holidays.
You avoid holidays.
Yes,
Avoid
And
the public
I
at
don't
all
want to be
times.
outside.
So Charles is this is the first time he's not yelling at us, but he's waving his hands at me. So he'll get more comfortable in the next episode. He'll just like pop on. So thank you. This has been the best episode back of group chat, and you can watch it obviously as you're watching it now on YouTube Live. It will still be up on the Buffalo Toronto Public Media YouTube channel, and then you're gonna hear it on the air on BTPM NPR 88.7 on Friday at 11. So I'd like to thank producer Charles, who is back in the room. Naila, you can thank people too, because we're a pair.
Oh yeah,
like Naila, sorry,
and
Contillo.
Bentley, because Bentley's the best.
Hungry now. Chef Camille and Andy Krumm of Sober 1-6 and Mr. Mocktail himself. So thank you to you for watching. And if you have comments, leave them in the comments section. If they're bad, just send them to Charles. And we'll join you next week on group chat.